It's not you, it's them. Okay, so maybe it is you. How do you know as an actor if you're the reason you're not booking your auditions? There are a million reasons outside of your control that might be why you don't book a role. They might have selected someone taller or shorter, or they went with a male instead of a female, or you look too much like an actor they already booked, or even they cut the role entirely. You'll never really know why you don't book. But the one thing to know for sure is if you might be your own problem. Let's talk about what to do if it is you and how you'll know. Hi, I'm Nancy Nave. I've been a working actor in film and television for over 16 years, and I'm also a career coach for actors. I guide my clients from wherever they are right now straight up to the casting room door. Not only do I show and tell my clients how to produce a professional marketing package with amazing actor headshots, resume, and video clips, but I also show them how to set up their space in their home for self-taped auditions and guide them in the technical aspects of taping as well as the audition itself. But no matter how great your self-tape setup is, your audition is the most important aspect of booking a role. You can pour your heart and soul into your marketing package and your self-tape setup, but if your acting skills are not strong and they're not tested, that's most likely the weak link in the chain. Some people find it difficult to point the finger at themselves. In an industry where our art is subjective, there's also lots of resources who can help to make you a better artist. There are many times where I feel like I've nailed a performance, but then I watch back the video and realize that, that really wasn't authentic. Many times we play our objective subtly in order to make sure we're not overacting. And that's probably because someone told you not to give away your intention, or someone told you that your acting was very obvious. But when all you have is snippets of a critique, it's really not enough for you to understand where to tweak your performances. By the way, do you know what an actor's objective is? And if you're concentrated on how you're acting in the scenes, then you've already missed what makes a good actor. Actors don't plan how they'll say a line or play how they'll react to what they've seen or heard. If you've done the work to prepare your character for the scene, then making smart choices during the run of the scene will dictate to your character what they should do or how they'll say a line. Pre-planning these things takes away from the authenticity of our words. This makes it seem contrived and obvious, easily revealing the actor. And the last thing that makes an actor great is getting all the lines right. You can know every word on the page but not know why you're saying them. Learning the lines is the last thing we do. That's not what will book you the role. And before I forget, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you'd like more content on being a working actor in the film and television industry. If you're getting auditions, then your marketing package is working. The marketing package is there just to get the attention of casting directors and producers. When you get an audition, it means casting saw your headshot amongst all the others on the computer monitor and stopped to click on your face. Once they're in your casting profile, they can see your resume of credits, your training, and your skills. Then if they need more information about you, they can click on your video clips. If they like you after they've looked through your marketing package, you'll get the audition. So now, at the audition stage, you're starting on a level playing field with all the other actors who got the audition as well. Let's assume, since you're getting auditions, that your marketing package is working for you. Let's move to the next marker. Is the same casting director calling you in for auditions repeatedly? You've auditioned 5 to 10 times for the same casting director and you still haven't booked with them. What does this tell you? I've heard lots of actors complain when this happens. They think that the casting director is wasting their time, messing with them. Something other than the sign that they're doing good work. When a casting director keeps bringing you in for auditions or asking you to tape auditions, it means that they like your work. Casting only gives auditions to actors they think have a good chance of booking a role. They don't have time to keep bringing you in if they've already determined that you need more training. They want to bring in the best actors for each role so that they can narrow down the picks and show the producers their favorites. If you're getting auditions from the same casting director, they like your work. Keep preparing for your auditions and turning in great work. This casting director is one of your fans and just waiting for the perfect role for you to book. Here's one thing to understand about the casting process. The final decision is not up to the casting director. Casting brings in actors to audition. They might even narrow it down to the last few to show producers. But in the end, the producers are the ones who select the actors for each role. The casting director acts as a filter to only send the best auditions to producers. They may have a hand in selecting who they send up, but they don't select the finals. When the same casting directors keep bringing you in for auditions, it's because they know that sooner or later, it's going to be your turn. They're rooting for you to book. You should consider this casting director to be an important person in your network, so be good to them. Oh, and are you keeping track of your auditions? There's so many important reasons to track details of your auditions. Like, do you want to get an agent? Using an audition log is so helpful when you're going in for agent interviews. I'll link my audition log template in the comments so that you can start keeping track of the data that agents want to know. My favorite column on the log sheet? The list of casting directors who bring me in for auditions. This is a clear list of which casting directors are my biggest fans. Agents know that if they rep me, they'll have a much easier time getting auditions for me in these casting offices, which makes their job a lot easier. Basically, I'm presenting agents with a list of people who are eager to book me. And if I book a project, the agent makes money, and agents want to sign actors who book. So it's proof that it's only a matter of time. That's one of the many things that makes an actor attractive to agents. Okay, we'll save getting an agent for another video, but back to, is it me? So on your audition log, are you noticing that you only have the names of casting directors on your log once? No repeated casting directors? You haven't been getting a second audition with that casting director. Depending on how many auditions are on your log, that might be a sign that your audition skills might be lacking. It might also mean that you need to be submitting yourself more often. Remember that acting is a numbers game. You've got to submit yourself for many projects to grab an audition here or there. If you submit yourself for one project and then wait, well, you're wasting valuable time. Submit yourself every day for every project that fits you. When every role listed gets somewhere around 3,000 actors wanting the audition, it's a miracle when you get one that comes your way. So do great work for every audition. If you turn in a bad audition because you didn't prepare for it, well, you're probably not going to be hearing back from this casting director for a while. So here's the real question. Do you know if you're a good actor? And I don't mean because your mom or your boyfriend or girlfriend tells you how talented you are. They're the worst critics because they love you and they may not know how to tell you or may not want to tell you the truth. So, what if you suck? How would you know? When was the last time you took an acting class and got professional feedback from an acting coach in the film and television industry? Or I guess we should start with, have you taken any classes? Auditing or watching an acting class in person or watching a master class on YouTube is not the same as participating and getting up in front of an audience and acting out a scene. This would be the same thing as you saying you can run a marathon because you watched one on TV. When you act, your mind and body have to connect and be engaged. You must use your whole instrument. This is what you learn in class. You also learn how to analyze a script so you can understand what's really going on with the characters. There's many clues in a script that can tell you about the details of your character and how they feel about others in the scene. In class, you'll learn how to establish your environment, bring forth the character's energy, history, and experiences just in how you stand or move. Learn to create the secrets of your character that make you so interesting to watch. You'll develop strong improv and listening skills, which are essential to being a great scene partner. And you'll learn about all the other industry events and opportunities that are going on right now that you'd never hear about outside of class. An acting coach's job isn't just to tell you what you're doing well. They're really there to help you build strength in your weak areas. They can take all the wonderful things that come natural to you and make them better. Sometimes it's the simplest suggestion that makes everything so clear. So if you're getting auditions and you're only seeing casting directors one time and not on repeat, and you're not booking, it may be that it's just going to take more auditions to book a role, or it might be that you need more training. Realize that if you're in any of the film hub cities like Los Angeles, New York, Atlanta, New Orleans, Dallas, Chicago, wow, there's just so many places in the US with great professional actors. A lot of them are training every week in class. These are who you are up against in those auditions. At minimum, go to class and get a checkup. Let them see you perform and give you feedback. Of course, acting is a numbers game, and it's possible that it just hasn't been your time to book. It seems like all the stars have to align in order to book that role. But when those stars do finally align, can you be positive and confident that you'll be ready with the skill to book that job? If you're not sure why you're not booking, Turn every stone over and look for the reason. You can't act in a vacuum. Actors need others to act with. The best place to start is to get into an acting class. Feedback might be just what you needed. In a world where it's not you, it's me, isn't the usual instinct anymore, it's good to take a good look at your acting skills and ask a professional. Of course, I'm always here to help if you need any personal coaching. And make sure you go to my website at thecraftyactor.com if you'd like to see more digital or online courses. Have a great day and break a leg.